Going anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Do me a favor, give me a second to get the camera right as well as the audio. Hope you guys can hear me. How you guys doing this morning? Trump, what is Venezuela saying about Maduro's capture? Let's get into it. You guys help me with this camera. Good morning on this Monday morning, my favorite day of the week, as you guys already know or may not know. Get this camera set up early. Y'all help me out and let me know what we're looking like out there in YouTube land. Hope everybody's having a happy, healthy day. Yes, you guys, we got some snow coming this week. I can't wait. I love the snow. I love the snow, just like the dough. Hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and get these monitors straight over here to check what's going on in the background over here. I think we got a little bit of lifting to do, but we getting there. I want to do that later. Let's get that right. How everybody doing this morning? Get a little bit of height going here. Yeah, let's get a little bit of height going there. I see it already. Got to get this camera straight. Give myself a little bit of extra time in the morning for this every day now. Want to make sure that those words are turned around so that everybody can read what's on the monitors as well. So I don't have to do all that backwards flipping anymore. Yep, looking good. Looking good. What time we got here? Got enough time to spare too, you guys. Hold on a second. Everybody good out there in YouTube land? Okay, looks like we doing pretty good over there. Yeah, I see it up there. Just got a little slight gap in the top. That's actually the way I really like it there. I think we're going to be good with this. How you guys doing this morning? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let me ask you guys a question. How we doing for sound? Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate you. State of the Union, Gotti. That's right, you guys. Y'all see what's going on. We not playing, you guys. We can't hear you. Okay, Batty, thank you so much for that. Let me readjust the audio. Can you guys hear me? No, we can hear you. Can hear you just fine. Yes. Why you do that, Batty? You normally on point. But then she has a reason for that. I want to see what Batty got to say as well. I can hear you okay. Batty, all set. Come on, Batty. You know you validation over here. I want to know what it is, though, because you might have a reason why you're saying it. Okay, as a matter of fact, maybe I should talk so I can give you some context so that you have something to work with. I always say that when people are talking about audio, maybe you should talk so that they can hear what you sound like to tell you what's going on. Yes, we can, not, can't. Ooh, y'all are tearing me up on this one. Okay, cannot, can't. Okay. Batty says you're good. Batty, what's going on with you over there? We cannot, can't. How about we pray for some audio right now? Okay, let's go. Liberty and Justice said we're good. Want to make sure that everybody has a fantastic and safe Monday today. How you guys doing this morning? That's right. State of the Union, Gotti. Let's get it in right now. That's right. Trump, what are the Venezuelans saying about Maduro's capture? Got to get those prayers up because it's Monday, just in case you guys have to leave mid-show or whatever the case may be. Thank you so much for being here. We want to get those prayers up for good health, good security, good spirits, and of all, love for ourselves, our people, as well as our family and our friends and our animals. We still got time, you guys. I love to be able to pray. We got prayers going up for Liberty, prayers going up for Casey. I see Mark Dorfin in the building. Always love to pray for you, my brother. Batty Lynn, there we go. Who else we got up in the building this morning? We got Brian. I also see, okay, that's all I see right now, but we're going to give something up for Sam Champion, as well as Tim the Gym, And who else do I always remember? People like, let me see. Okay, not that many people. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but good morning and God bless you guys. Let's get into it. Just want to try to get as many people under the blessing as possible. We got our good audio over here. You guys can hear everything. And guess what that means? We got to get this show started, you guys. We got to get it started. We already did our prayers and everything. I see Casey up in here. Good morning. Also wanted to give one shout out as well. I saw a message because I do pay attention to the comments. Want to give a special sideline prayer to two very special people. That would be Tiffany. I want to make sure and I pray for you that you're healthy and that you get over your, you were sick the other day because you said that you were outside in the rain. And of course that can definitely make you get sick because of the cold weather. And I hope you get better from that, getting yourself together, girl. Also, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, we always pray for you, sis. Amen. That's right, you guys. I got work to do. I done got everybody out the way. Y'all can't get mad at me or whatever. We got good audio. We got good video. So you know what that means since we all sharp and everything, right? Thank the Lord for another day. Can't do it without you guys. You probably wonder how I turn up like this. I don't get this excited until it's time to run into you guys and press that button. So let's go. Let's show the love, y'all. And guess what I'm ready to do? I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Haha, good one today. Wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. It's gotta be 6 o'clock somewhere. And I know you're gonna take a little bit of time, so let me just give you a little bit more time because it's not 6 o'clock in his world yet. Let's wind it up one more time and give him a little wave. And let's see if we throw it, maybe he'll go ahead and say, okay. Ole. And now what do we have to do? Congo drum time. Open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. For 6 o'clock, y'all, let's get it started. Let's get right into it. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. Yeah, my nigga. I see you. That's right. Throw your hands in the air right now. Y'all feel this right here, right? Scott Storch. Khaled, yeah, my nigga, I see you. I don't give a about your thoughts or mishaps. We from the Bronx, it happens. Click clacking, love to spark the place. Whole hood in this crib, got the squad on my face. It's just hood, it's a cold world. This is ice. Half the world on my just is nice. Got the Phantom in the front of the building, Trinity Ave. 10 years been legit. Cold figure me bad as a young nigga, too much to cope. Why you think? Well, nickname me Cook. Could have been called Storch or maybe Grand. I put it all, I put the pieces in the puzzle. Do the thing, you and me and we gon' bubble. Came out the gate on some flojo. I said my killers don't dance. We just pull up our pants and we do the rock away. And lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. I said too many curses, y'all. Let me pull up my pants, yeah, do the rock away, hey, and lean back, lean back, lean back, Lean back. Too many curses. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't start off that early with that many curses, so it was hard. So I had to do what I had to do. But y'all know what it is. It's Monday morning. It's time to get busy. And if bump that beat. It's Monday the 12th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Somebody don't dance, we just pull up our pants and we do the rock away. Hey, and lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. I said my hitters don't dance, we just pull up our pants and we do the rock away. Hey, and lean back, lean back, lean back. Can't do all the curses, y'all. I'm so sorry. And it was real hard to try to jump in between, so I did my best. It's a good song. Give a big shout out to TS, that's right, Terror Squad, Fat Joe, Remy Ma. Do your thing, y'all. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Shout out to y'all for the alley-oop. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on this Monday, January the 12th. I appreciate you guys. What we got going on this morning? Trending topics, current events, my antics, and the #1 chat in YouTube land. That's right, you guys, as well as the mods and the family members. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you. Can't wait to get it going. But guess what? We done did enough. We done played around. We done dropped the bomb. It's Monday morning, my favorite day of the week. So you know what that means? It's time to get into it, you guys. What am I about to say? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time, and all I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know what time it is, because I love to go and get content from where you guys are from. That's what makes the content and the conversation so cool when it comes down to the chat. To all of our new subscribers, all of our new members, I just want to tell you guys personally, I thank you so much, and I appreciate everything that I'm seeing, what you're saying. A lot of you guys are saying that you come here for your #1 source of news. You guys are saying that you rely on the show, and you actually really love the chat and each other and the conversations that you guys are having. I love the fact that you guys have your own community and that you're building something out of it. We've got relationships that have started in our chat. We've got businesses that have started in our chat. We've got some really cool relationships and friendships that have started. And that's it. I've never thought that beautiful things like that would be able to come to pass out of chat and friends over a year. So that's one thing I want to do. Real talk, from me to y'all, from Bugatti to y'all, every single one of y'all motherfuckers is dope. That's what's up, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Straight up from your boy. That's from me to you, for being able to develop something like what you guys did. And with that being said, it's time to do what? Let's get into these titles. Let's go, you guys. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. It's our bottom line. Let's go. What do we have here? We've got Trump. What are Venezuelans saying about Maduro's capture? You heard me. What are Venezuelans, Bugatti, saying about Maduro's capture? Because again, you hear it from politicians, you hear it from Americans, you hear it from different people, what they have to say. But the thing that we like to do over here, we like to hear from victims, people that's involved, as well as people that are from the same place that can give us a real idea of what's going on. So that's why I put that title up for today, because that's what's going to really bring things together when it comes down to the Venezuela and Maduro chapter. Let's keep on moving forward, because secondly in line, we have the judge to temporarily block efforts to end protection for relatives of green card holders. That's right. If you have a relative that's a green card holder, you're now still protected for a slight amount of time. We're going to see exactly what's going on with the law and what the administration is trying to do to change that law. Let's keep on moving forward, because last but not least, what do we have here? We got Bill Clinton and famous billionaire. Sorry, I left out the other L. Bill Clinton and the famous billionaire Les Wexner are now requested to be questioned by Congress. It's about time, and they've already admitted. We're going to see it right in the clip. I'm going to tell you guys right now as a sneak tidbit. They've already said that Les Wexner is one of the powerful 10 that was supposed to be investigated that was never investigated when it comes down to the Jeffrey Epstein files. They're peeling the onion back. We're going to keep on moving forward. You guys, you know what I'm ready to do, right? We got to get it going on. I hope you guys got your coffee, your tea, whatever, because guess what? It's time to get it going, you guys. It's our bottom line. It's 6 o'clock in the morning plus. Time to get it in. So let's see what's going on. Of course, we're going to start off with the president. It's going to be giving us some conversation aboard Air Force One about various topics. But right now, I think we're concentrating on what's going on the ground in Iran. Let's keep on moving forward.
And so we're shot. We get a full report. I'm getting an hourly report, and we're going to make a determination.
Sir, the son of the disposed Shah and some military leaders are encouraging you to take action in Iran. Is that a serious option? And
people have been shot, and we're looking at it. Yeah, please.
Are you going to go to Venezuela, or is Secretary Rubio going to go to Venezuela anytime soon?
We're doing well. Venezuela is really working out well. We're working along really well with the leadership, and we'll see how it all works out.
Are you starting the meeting with Delcy to go?
At some point I'll meet. Yeah, she's been very good. Look, she asked us, can we take 50 million barrels of oil? And I said, yes, we can. It's $4.2 billion. And it's on its way right now to the United States.
When will you meet with Machado this week?
Looking for something to grab here, because it's going to get rough, and I don't seem to be in a. I think you did this to me. You put me in a position where there's absolutely nothing to grab. So I'm looking for something to grab, and it's not going to be Caroline.
Have any oil companies make commitments to you, sir? Have any oil companies make?
All right, let's keep on moving forward, you guys. All he said right there after that was he's not dealing with Exxon and not letting them come back into the equation to drill in Venezuela. I didn't like the audio, but it was gaggle, and we had to take it. We're gonna keep on moving forward because I want to make sure that we're not missing out on Renee Good's content that President Trump spoke about. He actually held a press meeting the other day, a round table, and he had a few words that he wanted to say about the situation, what happened in Minnesota. Sorry, you guys.
And on Minnesota, the vice president yesterday suggested that Renee Good, who was killed by this ICE officer, was part of a broad left-wing network. What has your team told you about this broad left-wing network? Who is in charge of it? Who's part of it? What's it called?
Well, I haven't seen the vice president's statement, but he's generally very accurate. I hate to say, look, I watched that yesterday, and there were a lot of different forms to it. But there was a woman screaming, "Shame, shame, shame, shame." She was a agitator, probably a paid agitator, but in my opinion, she was an agitator, a very high-level agitator, so professional. She wouldn't stop screaming. I said, this isn't a normal situation. This is a professional troublemaker, because you heard it and I had it. Now, I will say this, the news sort of turned her down, turned her off, because you're trying to watch. She was so loud and so crazy and just not normal. When somebody sees something like that, they don't go screaming and screaming and the same words. So, I guess you could say professional, but I didn't think she did a very good job. You have agitators, and we will always be protecting ICE, and we're always going to be protecting our Border Patrol and our law enforcement. Yeah.
Now, the reason I'm bringing that up and showing you guys this clip again, because, yeah, we played that last week, but we got some situations going on over here. Let's get to Iran real quick. Well, guess what? Elon Musk, of all people, not of all people, but the only man that can basically do it, activated Starlink so that Iranians, the government, cut off the internet. So what he did was he provided Starlink so that they were able to get back online. And now we're able to see from some vantage points and some different areas of what's going on in Iran that they did not want us to see. That's the good thing about Starlink, certain things like that, like these situations, as well as when it comes down to natural disasters that we have to deal with as well. Starlink is a great tool for situations like that. Starlink is the internet, the satellite-driven internet that's provided by Elon Musk. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
We're now learning that the death toll has risen to 203 in Iran. And one of the most remarkable things about this is watching these images that are we're seeing out of Iran. The government, of course, has cut off the internet to the entire country.
Why would the government cut off the internet? They don't want you to see what's going on.
Even cut off landlines, like old-timey phone lines, because they're trying to keep these images from getting out. They've been cutting electricity to cities. And in stepped Elon Musk with Starlink. The reason that we're seeing these images right now is because Starlink, using satellites over Iran, is able to, and it's not a perfect system. It's not everybody has the access that they want or that they need, but enough of these images and video is getting out, which is the only reason we're seeing this. And one of the things I think is so interesting about this is that, and a real question, is the number of outlets, mainstream media outlets, who are ignoring this story for some reason. For some reason, they don't realize that this is the biggest story probably in the Middle East in nearly 50 years.
Yeah, I mean, make no mistake, these images make a difference because public opinion globally makes a difference. I still remember, I don't know, it was 4 years ago when the Cubans had an uprising, and it was quite significant. And what they wanted was video images to go out to the world, not just of the protests, but also of the repression when the government finally got control and started to arrest and beat down many of the protesters. And they were begging Joe Biden.
You got to keep on moving forward, you guys. That's bad right there, but it is good that Elon Musk basically was able to step in. So now they're able to get visuals of what's going on, and hopefully the government will be a little bit, deterrent of coming at them the way that they have been. Because from what I heard, it's about 50 people or more that lost their lives so far in Iran. Sad story right there. And even though I'm not Iranian, definitely want to pray for the people that lost their lives in Iran, Iran, whatever you want to call it, any pronunciation. That's the way that I pronounce it, as well as anyone who's affected by this tragic situation in our chat, or our family members that have something to do with any friends that they may know. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Los Angeles, but we got this moment that this truck plows into, yes, kills now the people, Iranian protesters in Los Angeles before a cop drags them out. Luckily, nobody got hurt. Check this out. I'm going to let you guys see something, tell you something right off the muscle, right off the grip. I just got this video maybe a couple of hours ago. I saw it was pretty crazy. Wanted to put it up for you guys to see what's going on out here, because a lot of times people, they get these ideas, and with these ideas come tragic things that they could possibly do. I want you guys to see what this person attempted to do with this U-Haul truck. Check this out, you guys. This is something that I just got. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this. I still got 2 more for you after this. Let's keep on moving forward.
Breaking news from an Iran protest happening right now in West LA. Air 7 was overhead right when a large crowd got going after someone into a U-Haul. Now, to put some context to this entire situation, there was a planned protest for 2 o'clock this afternoon outside the federal building in Westwood. That protest was called Anti-Iranian Regime Rally. Well, about 3:30 this afternoon, just as Air 7 flew over this protest to kind of get eyes on what was happening, this is what happened. That U-Haul drove through a very large crowd of protesters. It's difficult to tell how many people. We are told by LAPD Nobody was injured in this, but you can see this quickly became.
Now, if you can see right up there, you see that they're trying to open that door. The people in that crowd are trying to get to him because they want to, yeah. And as you see, they got the poles, the flag poles, and they pills knocking it at him. They've already broke all the mirrors, broke the glass on the other side of the cab, and tried to get in through there. So it's a couple of things going on here, you guys. Let's keep on. I want you to see the rest of this.
A very, very tense situation. There was a driver inside that U-Haul. You can see him interacting with protesters who are jabbing flagpoles and all sorts of objects through the window at him. What you cannot see in this video, on the other side of that U-Haul, there are Iranian signs that have some sort of message written on them. Whatever was going on in this crowd, people were unhappy, perhaps also scared, because there was a U-Haul truck driving through this massive crowd of people. As you can imagine, this...
All you see is like a couple of police officers, because if you think about it, if they do take him out and drag him out and arrest him, that crowd is going to overpower the police, and it can get even worse. Safest place for him to be right now is inside the cab of that U-Haul. That's why they're leaving him in there, trying to subdue and get the crowd to go back. They're not going to be able to hold him back for so long, though.
Created quite a scene. We're going to let this video play out for you. This was just about 3 o'clock this afternoon, so a little more than an hour ago. I'm sorry, 3:30.
So
this was just less than an hour ago. And as this video plays out, we've watched it here a few times in the newsroom. You can see the crowd physically pulls that driver out of the U-Haul cab. And as they are doing so, you can see people in the crowd going after him. What you can't tell there, those are LAPD officers that are also involved in pulling the driver out of that truck, trying to take that person into custody. And
come on, y'all, double tap that screen, get those likes up, because it will get more people over here to see what's going on, so you guys can have more people will basically be over here to see what's going on. I do not ask for no monetary, don't even worry about that, because I know it's hard out here for a pimp, so I don't try to hit your pockets. But what I would appreciate is if you could show some love and go ahead and hit that like button up there, hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Become a member like these other people just did. They got their gym gloves up. Thank you so much. Also subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
as police officers are doing that, the crowd is going after that person, trying to physically harm them. It is a very, very tense situation. And what we're going to see here is police ultimately walk this person through that angry crowd of people and take that person into custody. But all the while, people in this protest crowd are going after this person. As we mentioned, this was an anti-Iranian regime rally protest that was planned in Westwood, outside the federal building. You can tell this is a very large crowd. Now, this comes on top of protests that have been unfolding.
See, the problem is when the police, they bringing them through, he's going first. And they're doing this instead of having them in between the two. No. They're letting him go through the crowd first. So he getting caught with the boop bap, boop bap, boop bap, 2 piece in a biscuit, side orders, everything.
Holding all week and getting increasingly tense in Iran and also here in the United States. This started in Iran as sort of an economic protest when shops started closing. The currency is devolving under the regime. People there,
and you see the police is letting them whoop his ass too, right?
And the streets are beginning to revolt. So wait, hold on, I want you to watch this video.
No, that your video is whack. I ain't worrying about no regular ABC or whatever like that. You know your boy done dug deeper to get some more content than them. Shh, chill out. Tell nobody we got this. Chaos erupted as the U-Haul vehicle plowed through the Venezuelan demonstration in Los Angeles. You guys see we got the real content and the real information over here. Reason why, what led up to happen, what I showed you guys earlier. That's all I'm going to say. Now you understand what's going on here. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. I appreciate you guys. Let's go. Something very important I want you guys to notice is on the side of this vehicle. If you notice, there are some signs that have been put up there with some pop, 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 some stamps real quick so that they can go up very fast. I'm assuming that that's what this person's mission is about. From what I read inside the caption, it says an anti-demonstrator that wants to basically make his point. Nobody lost their lives in this situation, though. That's what's great about it. But he did get his ass kicked. Emergency services were called to the scene around 3:30 p.m. to report that the man drove the truck through the planned protest. Side of the U-Haul signs, which allegedly read "No Shah, No Regime USA, No Repeat 1953, No Mullah." We're going to get off this topic. I hope you guys appreciate the research and the content that we always do to make sure that we just know a little bit more than everybody else. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Washington where there's breaking news on the Fed chair, Jerome Powell. He's responding to a criminal probe that he believes has nothing to do with his testimony, but more to why he's not lowering interest rates. Let's keep on moving forward. If you appreciate the content, come on now, your boy take tips now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Tips is accepted.
Good evening. On Friday, the Department of Justice served the Federal Reserve with grand jury subpoenas, threatening a criminal indictment related to my testimony before the Senate Banking Committee last June. That testimony concerned in part a multi-year project to renovate historic Federal Reserve office buildings. I have deep respect for the rule of law and for accountability in our democracy. No one, certainly not the chair of the Federal Reserve, is above the law. But this unprecedented action should be seen in the broader context of the administration's threats and ongoing pressure. This new threat is not about my testimony last June or about the renovation of the Federal Reserve buildings. It is not about Congress's oversight role. The Fed, through testimony and other public disclosures, made every effort to keep Congress informed about the renovation project. Those are pretexts. The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president. This is about whether the Fed will be able to continue to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions, or whether instead monetary policy will be directed by political pressure or intimidation. I have served at the Federal Reserve under 4 administrations, Republicans and Democrats alike. In every case, I have carried out my duties without political fear or favor, focused solely on our mandate of price stability and maximum employment.
What's the last thing you're going to say?
Public service sometimes requires standing firm in the face of threats. I will continue to do the job the Senate confirmed me to do, with integrity and a commitment to serving the American people. Thank you.
So it looks like they're going to be, There's a lot going on right now, you guys. The Fed chair, the Venezuela, Iran. What's going on? We got a lot. Minnesota, can't forget about that. Chicago, New York, everywhere. There's no one place that's not included in all the stuff that's going on in our Bottom Line's news. Double tap that screen to get those likes up if you appreciate the content that you're getting right now, because guess what? Another situation's going on with Kristi Noem. That's right. Wonder Woman herself. That's right. Is it possible that they're going to impeach Kristi Noem? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I want to know what would be the grounds for it, but that's what they're talking about. The possibility is.
Secretary Kristi Noem. Secretary, thanks very much for being here this morning. You heard what Hakeem Jeffries just said. Now Democrats are moving to try to impeach you. What is your response?
Well, we're going to keep doing our jobs. President Trump promised the American people that he would make America safe again, that we would be out there enforcing the laws and that we would apply them equally, that nobody was above the law, and that we were going to start putting American citizens first. So criminal, illegal aliens in this country are going to be brought to justice under his administration. And that's exactly why we surged resources to Minnesota, because their corrupt elected officials at the city level and at the state level allowed fraud to happen, allowed crimes to happen. We've arrested dozens of murderers, rapists, traffickers in that city already, and we're going to continue to do that work to follow through on President Trump's promises.
Alfonso.
What more can your officers do to stop the agitators? Obviously, so much has happened. It's hard to know what's true here in terms of people getting shot.
You're right.
Well,
about
Maria, we're
Fauci.
sending more officers today and tomorrow. They'll arrive. There'll be hundreds more. And in order to allow our ICE and our Border Patrol individuals that are working in Minneapolis to do so safely. We're going to continue to, if they conduct violent activities against law enforcement, if they impede our operations, that's a crime, and we will hold them accountable to those consequences. So,
oh, you guys, there's just so much going on. I told you now, they're trying to impeach Kristi Noem. How many of you guys think that it's possible to go ahead and impeach her? What would be the grounds to impeach Kristi Noem? What is it, putting too many people on the ground? If that, shouldn't it be like Tom Holman or something like that? I'm not sure. You guys let me know, because half of y'all know more than me in the chat anyway. What's going on with you guys over here? What's up? Who said hi? Okay, what's up, Mac? Nope. Wait a minute, they have cheated at every turn. Good morning, y'all. KNG, much respect. Okay, it's not gonna happen. I know it's not. They're just wasting time. Who said that? Who was that right there? It's not gonna happen. Dwayne? Exactly. Know what you're talking. Exactly. Dwayne, like, that shit ain't gonna happen. They just wasting time. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to another agency that's been suspended in Minnesota amid this fraud scandal. Over $129 million has been put on sub-zero freeze, baby. Sorry, y'all ain't getting that dough. $129 million, because again, that's what happens. Yeah, you already got us for that bread, but when that spigot gets cut off and the money stop coming in, that's when it gets real. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got Quagmire's daughter who would really like to bring you guys up on some content over here. Let's get it going.
Good morning, Molly. The Trump administration says they want accountability in Minnesota, so they've taken a series of actions that they say will continue until there's proof that the alleged fraud has stopped. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins is suspending nearly $129 million in USDA awards to the state of Minnesota and city of Minneapolis. She's highlighting the $250 million Feeding Our Future fraud scheme, which she says involved USDA funding. Rollins is now giving state and local leaders 30 days to hand her agency justification for the federal dollars the state spent from January 20th of last year to now. The Treasury Department is acting too. Secretary Scott Bessent says the agency is auditing financial institutions that help process funds in Minnesota. And it's also investigating 4 money services businesses in the state.
They ain't getting no more dough.
Our team at FinCEN has just provided formal notification to these businesses that they are under investigation.
But the administration is hitting a legal roadblock. Earlier this week, it froze $10 billion in federal aid for social services in 5 Democrat-led states, including Minnesota, California, and New York, over the concerns about fraud. A federal judge has blocked the move for now after state officials argued it could put vulnerable Americans in jeopardy.
Yeah.
If he doesn't happen to like blue states, I guess that's a personal preference for him. But what he can't do is use the law to punish people who just be.
Didn't we play a video of him 2 days ago, allegedly trying to accept some bread from some? Just so you guys know, if you were here a few days ago, to put the face with the audio of all we played. That's the person right there who was talking to those Somalians and they were saying, "Oh, we got to get behind you, and whatever you need, we're gonna make sure that you're good." There you go, right there. That's him. There you go.
Because he doesn't like them.
The block is valid for 14 days to give both sides time to hand in more extensive legal arguments. Molly.
Giggity.
Madeline Rivera.
Giggity. All right, let's keep on moving forward. Thank you for all of the content and the information that we got you guys. Love you guys. If you appreciate the content, let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. We got a serious situation going on in Venezuela. Makes a lot of sense, especially in these times where U.S. citizens are being urged to leave Venezuela immediately amid security concerns. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Hope you appreciate the content that we got going on over here. It's time to go.
You're watching live now. I'm Austin Westfall, a live look at the White House. We're getting some breaking news in that the U.S. government is issuing a new security alert urging Americans in Venezuela to leave the country immediately, citing security concerns and the U.S. government's inability to provide emergency assistance.
Makes sense.
According to the U.S. Embassy
Makes sense.
in Caracas. Getting some of this news in from Fox and from the TravelGov site, they say this: the security situation in Venezuela remains fluid as international flights have resumed. U.S. citizens in Venezuela should leave the country immediately. Before departure, U.S. citizens should take precautions and be aware of their surroundings. There are reports of groups of armed militias known as colectivos setting up roadblocks and searching vehicles for evidence of U.S. citizenship or support for the United States. Remain vigilant and exercise caution when traveling by road. Monitor airlines' communications and websites for updated information. Venezuela has the highest travel advisory, level 4, do not travel, due to severe risks to Americans, including wrongful detention, torture in detention, terrorism, kidnapping, arbitrary enforcement of local laws, crime, civil unrest, and poor health infrastructure. Enroll in the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program, also called STEP, at the link that they provided there. Again, that's at the TravelGov X account, at TravelGov, if you want to click on that link, if you know anybody who may need to hear that news. Of course, all of this coming in light of the U.S.'s strikes on Venezuela, which, as we speak, happened just over 1 week ago. So much has happened since then, it hardly feels like it was a week ago.
It was all good just a week ago. That's what Maduro's thinking. He's like, don, 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 boom, don, 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 don. It was all good just a week ago. I was the president. My wife was chilling. Now I'm over here locked down. Don't know how long I'm going to be. Yeah, serious situation, you guys. And you know how I knew from the jump that Maduro was wearing a Nike Tech? Because I have something similar. Actually, I do have the Nike Tech, but I forgot to bring it out. I actually have like a dry fit. I don't even wear it that much or whatever. Had it for a little while now. But you remember, you see that gray sweatsuit that Maduro's wearing? When they brought him over, I already had an idea of how he got it, where it came from. He had something else on, and they were like, yo, we got to just put something on this guy. I got a sweatsuit laying around. Just throw this on him, because all we're trying to do is get him out of here. So yes, they're really raving about Maduro's fashion picks, wondering where did he get his clothes from? Come on, you guys. You think they went shopping for him? You think Diddy took Maduro shopping before they came to get him? Come on, y'all know better than that. It was one of the guys that probably was already one of the, as a matter of fact, they probably did go shopping for him, come to figure it out, because he's a pretty tall guy. Let's get into it, you guys, real quick, about these outfit changes that they had so many of.
First, steak and cigars for Nicolas Maduro. Typical 5 a.m. breakfast at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn consists of cereal and skim milk. Lunch, served at 10 a.m., is a fish sandwich, baked potato, and green beans. And for dinner, Italian food, a choice of lasagna with meat sauce or pasta fagioli. Those first images of Maduro after his capture are generating lots of chatter on social media. He had 3 outfit changes on his journey to the USA, including that gray Nike tracksuit and this stylish baby blue hoodie.
My phone started blowing up. I went online and I was like, okay, this guy's actually wearing one of our hoodies.
Pete Roberts says the hoodie is from his trendy sportswear company.
And I guarantee you it's sold out. That's when I'm such an entrepreneur. I'll be like, damn, but I'm happy for him. I am happy for Origins.
The Origin USA. And yes, it's made in the USA in the state of Maine. How do you think Maduro got his hands on one of your shirts?
We do have a lot of customers in special forces, and my assumption is maybe he was coming off the plane, he was hard to see, and they did have snipers on the rooftops, and somebody reached in and said, we can light him up with this Patriot blue hoodie from Origin.
We had a very good day.
President Trump today once again hailed Maduro's capture, and it sure seems like he's confirming reports that the video of Maduro dancing in the days leading up to the raid really bugged him.
He gets up there and he tries to imitate my dance a little bit.
Not everyone on Team Trump is celebrating. Conservative podcaster Megyn Kelly says she's withholding her verdict on Operation Absolute Resolve.
What does it mean in terms of boots on the ground? Trump is saying, I'm actually fine with that in Venezuela. Well, whose boots? Because I have a 16-year-old boy.
Trump did get some surprising support on, of all places, The View, from Ana Navarro, who was born in Nicaragua.
Who voted for this? Who said, hey, yeah, go on in there and do this?
Who voted for this? The people in South Florida. The Venezuelan community, the Cuban American community, the Nicaraguan American community voted for this. And for us, this is a very, very happy day. This murder.
No. I'm sorry. Y'all know me. I like to rub it in. And I want to see her puss once she says, yeah, I want to see her puss one more time. I want to just see Whoopi's face one more time. Because that's when you don't know what the HELL hockey sticks you're talking about. People over there talking about, who told them to go do this? People that really want this to happen in Venezuela that's dealing with the regime. And I love it when people's face looks so stupid. It's like when you just gamble all your money and you're like this, I'm gonna just roll one more time. Whoa, damn, and you ace out. That's the ace out face. We call that watch your face when you ace. If y'all are from the old school, you know what I'm talking about. Watch his face when he ace.
For this, who said, hey, yeah, go on in there and do this?
Who voted for this? The people in South Florida. The Venezuelan.
That face. That face. She didn't think you were getting me pushed back.
Community, the Cuban American community, the Nicaraguan American community voted for this. And for us, this is a very, very happy day. This murderous, corrupt, sadistic son of a bitch, it brought me great joy.
Eva spoke to Tony DeCopel, the new anchor of CBS Evening News, who's brought...
She said this evil, she cooked him.
Broadcasting tonight from his hometown, Miami.
There's a huge Venezuelan population there in Miami. What are you hearing from those people about what's been happening in Venezuela?
Everybody you talk to here in South Florida, if they have a connection to Venezuela, if they're Venezuelan themselves, they'll tell you it was tears of joy the moment they heard Maduro was out. And now there's a sparkle of hope thinking about what's coming next.
So again, we listen to who over here? I'm not even going to do that because you guys don't have to listen to me. You don't even have to. But this is what I listen to. I listen to victims. I listen to people that were there, people that actually knew what was going on, and people that had boots on the ground. And that's all of the people that know what the HELL hockey sticks they talking about. The way she cooked Whoopi, she didn't have to cook her. She just told her the truth. Oh, the Venezuelan people, the Colombian people. You know who else is happy? Yeah, exactly. She was like this. Her face was like this. Womp, womp, womp. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Baltimore because we got Governor Moore who's been denied this whistleblower's allegations to avoid federal SNAP penalties. They were planning to inflate numbers to try to make this continue until Trump's administration was over, believe it or not. So not only were they not going to give the correct numbers, they were going to inflate the numbers to make sure that they were incorrect. Check this out. This is crazy. I'm going to go ahead and throw out that safety word. What is it? Allegedly, before I play this clip. Let's go.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox.
Oversight amid an alleged SNAP scandal at the Department of Human Services, first reported by Spotlight on Maryland. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Maxine Stryker. While several state delegates call for action, the governor is denying the controversy.
Multiple whistleblowers told Spotlight on Maryland that two senior state officials allegedly hatched a plan to maintain a high error rate on food stamp payments by not correcting the errors hoping to delay $240 million in federal penalties. Former employees, including a senior official at the Department of Human Services, have accused two of their superiors at DHS of the plan to buy enough time for the penalties to potentially be canceled after President Donald Trump left office.
Gotcha.
Those folks, senior officials that work in state government, should be there to protect taxpayers. They should be there to do the right thing. And I'm really proud of those whistleblowers who saw a scheme going on before their eyes and they confronted their leadership.
The former senior official told Spotlight on Maryland they informed DHS they were going to tell the inspector general about the alleged corruption. About a month later, they say they were placed on administrative leave and terminated. They believe as an act of retaliation. In multiple statements to Spotlight on Maryland, neither DHS nor the governor's office denied the allegations until Friday, when Governor Moore denied the claims in a sit-down with Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost.
With the issue of SNAP funding and the whistleblower allegations that top officials within DHS were knowingly trying to keep these errors in place and potentially putting that on the backs of taxpayers, did you know that was happening?
Well, no, and also I want to be clear that that's not the case.
So the whistleblower allegations are false.
We have actually uncovered the fact that the allegations that were being made, those things were not happening.
The governor says an investigation has been done and the public will see the findings. The Department of Human Services spokesperson Ben Schneider adding Friday, quote, the notion that DHS employees were directed to do anything other than continue efforts to drive down the SNAP payment error rate is patently false.
Same thing that they were saying about the numbers when it came down to the arrest in Washington, D.C. And then now they come to find out that they were shifting certain things around to not have certain arrest numbers go in a certain place to keep it looking like the crime rate was going down. There's many ways to cook the books. Let's see the books. Let's see what's going on in reality. Because if it's the truth, let's see what's going on. Because I'm not going to automatically assume anything, because you know what happens when you assume, right? You don't want to go there, especially not here. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, you guys. Double tap that screen. What somebody just says, leaves payoff, you're going to be corrupt, go all in. That's right, more added, more seat again. Okay, what is the surprise? There is no surprise. I bet they were going to tell on themselves. Sure they were. That's why they call it an internal investigation. Diggity digs. That's why they call it internal investigation. We're going to do an internal investigation and we'll get back to you guys and let you know what's going on. Man, get out of here with them internal investigations. Ain't nobody stupid. Judge to temporarily block the efforts to this green card thing that we have on the heading here. The judge is going to temporarily block the efforts to end the protections for relatives of green card holders here, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this story right here, and then it's about to get hot because we about to turn up. Let's go, you guys.
So today we had a hearing in federal court regarding the federal government's announcement to prematurely terminate parole for beneficiaries who are here in the United States under the Family Reunification Parole Program. So somewhere over like 10,000 individuals who are here under this program with parole, working here legally. So we're here today to ask the judge to consider our emergency motion to grant a temporary restraining order to block that policy from going into effect, which will go into effect in 5 days if it isn't stopped.
Nationwide.
Right, so the judge was definitely very eager to listen to both sides today and very concerned about what's happening or what will happen soon to individuals, parolees who are here in 5 days regarding the termination. And she expressed that she does plan to issue a temporary restraining order soon. We don't know when. To block this policy from going into effect while she considers the issues with a little bit more time to potentially issue a further ruling to also block this policy, but block it for the duration of the lawsuit. So this temporary restraining order would only last for 14 days.
And yeah, I'm going to be looking into that to try to get some more information off the topic. You guys do me a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up, because now, yeah, Just want to make sure you got no kids in front of the screens or anything like that or nothing, because it's going to get a little bit graphic here. We got this little horrible situation where this politician, she was hit in the head by a boom, 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 boom in the back of the head in Tehran. And talking about somebody lucky to be alive. It's on YouTube. I'm playing it because it's on there. And I'm hoping that, you know, yeah, I just want you guys to see, this is, yeah. I don't want to say too much, but her name is Gladys Aurora Lopez, a National Party deputy, was speaking to reporters in Honduras when this attack occurred. And the aim on this is crazy.
Sí, sí, ¿por qué no entran? No nos dejan entrar. Gladys. Viene Gladys Aurora, Teresita, Cali. También Teresita. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando ahí? Sí, sí, ¿por qué no entran? No nos dejan entrar.
Now, she survived this attempt on her life. As you guys saw what happened, crazy, the aim and everything. I can't even believe it really happened like that. And just don't want to, you know, I just can't. But I wanted you guys to see it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward, because as far as commentary, I don't want to say too much about the situation, because certain words and things like that just trigger certain things, and I'm just going to keep it right there. Let's keep on going, you guys, because we have an alleged mobster. We can talk about mobsters, right? As a matter of fact, what are you doing? Because you just made a miracle happen, Lord. And we just saw it happen in front of us. I'm so sorry for not acknowledging it, because you definitely prevented someone from losing their lives in that tragic event, and preventing from anything terrible happening to anyone surrounding that situation. Just want to thank you for sparing the person's life and what happened right there. And amen. I apologize to you guys because I can't say but so much when it comes down to that video, but wanted to bring you guys the content. And I know you get it, where we're going with this. Some stuff I will be able to talk about, but some stuff you guys can read now, and you can really get to some good news and really see what's going on now in different places. We're going to get on over to these alleged mobsters who pose as the construction workers to rob these jewelers. This jeweler. The jeweler is basically one of Beyonce's and Rihanna's jewelers. But the way that these guys went about these real snobberies were pretty strategic. They got dressed up in construction outfits to get away with these crimes. Let's get on over to downtown New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Sorry, guys, I had to give you guys your rendition, because we always do that before we go into New York news.
News 4 exclusive to tell you about. It involves jewelry heists, one involving a jewelry store to the stars. A group of alleged mobsters now under arrest tonight. Investigators say they managed to pull the whole thing off by posing as construction workers. News 4 Chief Investigative Reporter Jonathan Dienst has the story.
Reputed Lucchese crime associate Frank Skip Pietro was the first alleged.
Frank Skip Pietro. I want you guys to understand, this may be the last time that you get to see something like this. The names that they're called, the way that they're going to be walking, the way that they're going to be cursing out the cameraman. I'm talking about Sopranos primo. When I'm talking about the bajout right here, you're gonna get the gabagoo. This is the gabagoo right here. You guys want to see gabagoo? You're getting. I'm serious. Don't laugh. I'm dead serious. Cause watch how they start talking at those cameramen, and watch this one that's gonna come out like, I'm young. I'll be up and such. He gonna run the family after this. Let me rewind this real quick to give you guys an idea what's going on with this. And happen to be all four families together in cahoots. Let's get this again.
Mobsters now under arrest tonight. Investigators say they managed to pull the whole thing off by posing as construction workers. News 4 Chief Investigative Reporter Jonathan Dienst has the story.
Reputed Lucchese crime associate Frank Skip DiPietro was the first alleged jewel bandit let out of the 13th precinct this morning. He soon was followed by Vincent Spagnuolo. Then came Michael Selleck, who apparently was not happy to see our camera. Next was Vincent Sergio, followed by Sam.
Hey, why don't show my feet? I don't got no socks on, all right? Don't show my feet. I don't got no socks on, all right? That's what he said. This shit crazy, dog. Reality TV.
Sergio, followed by Samuel Source. All were led away by NYPD major case squad detectives and FBI agents. This alleged crew of Lucchese and Gambino associates are accused of targeting a jeweler to the stars, Baco Jewels, along Madison Avenue at 61st Street. They're jewels worn by stars like Beyonce. Into Baco's penthouse, you need an appointment and have to pass a credit check. But investigators say this crew decided to use construction outfits and force their way in just as Baco workers were loading up the ground floor display case. This is just one of two holdups the FBI says the men were involved in. One back on January 3rd, another on May 20th. The police commissioner says the gunpoint holdups showed a callous disregard for life. The FBI says the robberies netted about $2 million worth of jewels in all. Prosecutors say this image shows DiPietro holding the gun and warning the clerk to, quote, "Give it to me." Selleck allegedly next is heard saying, "Turn around and get in the closet." The cameras in the store is not the only evidence. Police say they have images of the men getting dressed nearby in construction gear and then heading to the location. They say they also have phone records linking several of the suspects to one another before, during, and after the holdup. And there are images of the vehicles allegedly used to get to and from the locations. After this morning's arrests, the men were taken to federal court for appearances on the armed...
This ain't no old school jig, man. Y'all was trying to do it the old school way. Y'all ain't think they got no camera technology out there with no facial recognition? They trying to do it the old school way. Yeah, we're gonna go over here and do this jewelry I just got. Nah, bro, not in 2026 when they got biotechnology, they can see your teeth and all that. Are you crazy? Like, no.
Robbery conspiracy counts. Police say the second jewel heist was downtown along Elizabeth Street. As for one of the alleged ringleaders, DiPietro, he has a past conviction related to a mafia killing of a witness. The suspect's ordered held for now without bail. No comment from some defense attorneys. Messages left for others. Jonathan Dienst, News 4 New York.
They thought they was doing Lufthansa again. Man, listen, this is not Lufthansa. This ain't Goodfellas. Yeah, we did it, yeah. Nah, buddy, he was not doing Lufthansa. It's 2026. They got cameras out here now. Come on, y'all, double tap that screen. Get those likes up if you guys appreciate the content that we got going on over here. We got to get on over to Ukraine because this cruel situation right here, I want you guys to tell me what you think about this. I looked in a couple of different areas to see if this was a true story. Sometimes you don't have to lose your life in a video for it to be some of the worst things that you can actually see. You don't actually have to be physically touched. But seeing this right here, I need to know. Do me a favor and Google it if you want while we're looking at this. No one will lose their life in this clip, but what I want to ask you is this. They've got a situation in Ukraine where they're saying that there's cruel Russian soldiers who are strapping landmines on African mercenary fighters. Put the landmine on your chest, get over there and detonate so you can get that place open. That's what I'm basically trying to tell you guys is what the accusation is. I actually got a video. Don't know if it's true or real. Don't know. Want you guys to let me know as well. Like I said, the context is more terrible than anything that we actually probably already saw. than what actually happens because of what's perceived to have happened already. Check this out, you guys. I want you to let me know what you think about this situation here. Let's go. And again, you see the warning. See the warning.
Короче, он такие.
It says heartless Russian fighters are skrill snapping huge mines to African mercenaries fighting for Putin.
Товарищи у нас прибыли. Вот. What is your name? Francis. Садь, уголек ты. Крывашка ты сегодня. Сейчас побежит. По лесу будет скакать. Вот. Чё ты очкуешь?
Harrowing footage suggests Putin's forces are using African mercenaries as so-called can openers or bottle openers.
Очкуй. Давай, пшел. Пшел, сказал.
Mercenaries' grim task is to run into opposition territory and detonate the Mills knowing themselves up in the bunker.
Давай, иди. Иди, сказал. Все. Короче, он такие.
So, this is him talking. These are the kinds of comrades, whatever curse words arrived at our place.
Товарищи у нас прибыли. Вот. What is your name? Francis. Сейчас побежит.
Now he'll be running and jumping through the forest. You know what he's trying to imply.
По лесу будет скакать. Вот. Чё ты очкуешь? Очкуй.
And he's got the on him to make him go do it. I do not know if this is true or.
Давай, пшел. Пшел, сказал. Давай, иди. Иди, сказал. Все.
I do not know that language. I do not know if this is true. That's why I'm just bringing it to you guys, because sometimes you'll let me know better than anyone else. If you would like to Google those sentences, or if it's a possibility of it happening, that's a good place that you and I and us, we can have some commentary going on and moving forward and probably have something to talk about, when it comes down to it. That's why when it comes down to politics, black or white or racial crap, hurting animals, certain things I just think that's way bigger than anything I just spoke about. Politics. Oh, they stole some money. Oh, some immigrants. Just keeping it 100 with you guys. That is a major situation right there when you think about it, if it's true. I want you guys to double tap that screen and let me know what you think about that. We got this ex-husband who's been charged with the loss of life, with the death of the Wynn Park couple. Yes, we got to the bottom line of the Ohio case because we try to follow all of our cases out if I can find them and do research on them. Remember the dentist and his wife? They're trying to say it was the wife's previous husband that did this situation here. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up this morning.
It's a major update in a murder case that has shocked not only Central Ohio, but has gained nationwide attention. Thanks for joining us for this breaking news update. I'm Colin Dorsey. Columbus police telling us Monique Tepe's ex-husband, Michael McKee, is now charged with 2 counts of murder for the deaths of Spencer and Monique Tepe. We'll show you his picture now. 38-year-old Michael David McKee. Columbus police telling us just hours ago, McKee was arrested in Rockford, Illinois today. That's more than 400 miles from Columbus. And here's all that we know about Michael McKee and his ties to the Tepes. We know that McKee and Monique Tepe were previously married, but the couple divorced in Franklin County back in June 2017, almost 9 years ago, and the two did not have any children. And it's a case that has gripped the city and left people living in and around the Wineland Park neighborhood concerned for their own safety. Let's take a look back at how we got here. This started when Columbus police were called to a house in the 1400 block of North 4th Street the morning of December 30th for a wellness check. This after Spencer Tepe did not show up to work at his Athens dental office. When officers got there, that's when they found both Spencer and Monique Tepe dead, both of them shot. We also know their 2 children, a 4-year-old daughter and 17-month-old son, were found inside the home, but both thankfully were unharmed.
Nothing can ever bring them back, but getting the justice that Mo and Spencer so deserve. Just finding whatever monster is capable of doing something like this I think it would make not just our family, a lot of people be able to feel a little bit safer.
And that was Spencer Tepe's brother-in-law. He sat down with us for a video call back on the 6th. Now that day, he told us they were focused on honoring the 2 people he described as bright, warm, and loving, also making sure that their 2 children are taken care of. And just this evening, the Tepe family sent 10TV a statement. It reads in part, "Today's arrest represents an important step toward justice for Monique and Spencer. Nothing can undo the devastating loss of 2 lives taken far too soon. But we are grateful to the City of Columbus Police Department, its investigators, and assisting law enforcement community whose tireless efforts helped to capture the person involved." You can find their full statement on 10tv.com right now. We've also heard from Columbus.
No, we got to keep on moving forward because we got a lot to cover, you guys. And yes, we definitely want to pray for the loss of the couple, as well as the children that they have together, who are now going to have to be raised without a mother and father. They looked like they were so happy. As people in the comments always say that when we play this clip, this couple looked like they were very much in love. And I just hate to see both of those lives come to a tragic end the way that it did. I'm gonna try to pray for some energy as well as some positive energy and strength to go towards the family members and the children. Amen. Keep on going, you guys. We got to keep on going. We got to get on over to where this family says that this birthday trip to Universal Theme Park was terrible after accusations of auto theft due to a child's disability. I'm sorry, what is it? Petty theft after a child's disability comes into play. So basically, this seems to me like something that happened in All in the Family to Edith Bunker. If you guys know what I'm talking about. She went outside of the store with the wig on. Let's go, you guys.
30 Florida family says a visit to Universal Orlando's Epic Universe to celebrate their neurodivergent daughter's birthday ended with them being escorted out of the park and accused of shoplifting.
CBS News Miami's Troy Campbell is in Orlando. He tells us why the family calls this all a misunderstanding tied to their child's disability.
I felt very scared, actually. I immediately started crying.
Nikki Dapp says she took a trip to Universal's Epic Universe on December 27th to celebrate her autistic nonverbal daughter's 7th birthday. She says she even registered her daughter with Universal's Disability Access Program.
We go over her needs and accommodations that are needed for her. And then they emailed me a copy of her disability card.
After several hours enjoying the park, Dow says things took a turn when they entered a Mario-themed gift store.
We're walking through the store, we're looking at items. We see a little Mario keychain, she gets excited. I hand her the Mario keychain, she clings to it.
Dow says moments later, the store became crowded with shoppers. And
looks like she loves Mario, huh? You know, and they're saying that she's autistic and nonverbal. Please remember that.
And her daughter became agitated, so she took her outside of the store.
My husband decided, you know what, you go wait outside. I said, I'm going to go wait outside. He took the tag off of the keychain and he said, I'm going to go grab a few things. I'm going to check out.
Dow says her husband took the tag off the keychain and kept it with him inside with the intent to pay for it. However, she says moments after walking outside of the store, she was approached by security.
He said, you know, I'm security with Universal and you need to come with us. You've been caught shoplifting.
Dow says she told security her husband was inside the gift store and was going to pay for the $16 keychain. But she says,
that's the robbery to me. That's the robbery to me right there. A piece of plastic with a chain on it with a circle. $16 keychain? Okay, now I'm gonna grift. Now it's time for me to take the opportunity to say, we've got our bottom line keychains over here for $3.99. Why? Because it may have cost us $1.50 to make. We're not going to be like that. I'll double up to try to make more so that we can keep things going. But as far as me saying, hey guys, we got this new our bottom line keychain over here. I need you guys to give me $15.99 for it. For a piece of plastic that's got some impressions on it, let's say the Mario's a little bit bigger. Only thing it is impressed another way with some paint on it. $16.99, that's the theft that I see in the whole situation.
Security still took her to an office.
Then we went into an interrogation room. He came back in and he said, Orange County Sheriff's Office is on the way to escort you off the premises. You are hereby trespassed for a year. We're going to also be sending you a fine in the mail.
Dow's attorney, Eric Block with Morgan & Morgan, says he submitted a demand letter to Universal.
Did they give her an apology or say we overreacted or we see your husband was trying to pay? No, they actually sent her a demand letter for money, accusing her of retail thefts.
Dow says Universal isn't considering her daughter's disability, which caused her to walk out of the store in the first place. How do you feel that Universal treated the fact that your daughter has her disability in this moment?
I don't think that they considered it at all. It seemed like they had no idea that Universal even had a disability program.
That was Troy Campbell reporting.
And the family insists that their goal is to make sure a similar situation does not happen to others.
And what I don't understand is they already registered her and like all of that. Like even when it came down to that, well, you know, I had to bring her outside and okay, we get it. No, they didn't want to do that. They fined her and tried to make her pay. Like, are you crazy? What's going on with Universal? Now that's something that I say that we need to boycott them about. How about hell with some Universal Studios or Universal movies for a couple of weeks and see if they feel it and give her a proper apology. Send her through there by herself with a day of her name. How about that? Let's keep on moving forward right now. We got to get on over to Point Coop with his teachers arrested for cruelty to minors. I said a teacher has been arrested for cruelty to minors for something that you would not expect a teacher to ever do, especially when a child is running in front of them. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen to get these stories out because I want people to know that people care about kids. And if you do something to the kids and they come back and they tell us, it's okay for you guys to tell us too, just so you know. You ain't gonna get in no trouble. Oh, just know that you're not gonna get in no trouble. Because most of the time, we'll take care of it, especially the parents. And when you're little and you don't know no better, oh, trust me, the parent gonna be like, all right, now that's enough. You know how I'm talking. You know what I'm saying now. We're gonna scold them a little bit, but not to the point where it's too much. This right here, they say it takes a village to raise a child, but you also have to be careful about who you bring into your village and you trust.
In Point Coupee Parish, a 4-year-old was injured on a playground at his school, not by another playmate. His teacher is charged with cruelty to a juvenile. News 2's David Hamilton here with details on what the child's mother says should happen next.
Sylvia, the sheriff's office say the teacher tripped and dragged a student at Rosenwald Elementary. The student's parents tell me they want justice.
Oh, I need her to do time, hard time.
Ebony Knighton, a preschool teacher at Rosenwald Elementary in Point Coupee, faces charges of cruelty to a juvenile. According to the arrest affidavit, surveillance video showed Knighton tripping the 4-year-old student. The alleged incident took place here at Rosenwald Elementary at a playground. According to the parents, they say their child was doing what every child does at a playground, which is play.
In the video, he was running playing with another little child. He ran by her and she kicked her leg out. And he fell. He told me he hit his face. Cause you could tell he kind of fell face first. Once he fell, she grabbed him by the arm and was dragging him while he was on his knees on the ground.
The child's mother, Kunitra Joseph, says her son has a health condition and the incident could have caused damage.
Like sometimes when he hit his head, he'll have something that it resembles a seizure. So by him hitting his head, what if that would have happened at that time?
His father, Brian Martin, says the video was a hard watch.
Traumatizing to me as a father. Felt like what she did, it was done to me.
The Point Coupee School Board did release a statement about the incident, saying, in part, they followed policy when it came to handling this situation and will continue to work with authorities throughout the investigation. As for the child's parents, they say they still have one big question. Why?
What will possess you to want to do that to a 40-year-old, a grown individual, a 30-plus?
The school system would not say whether Knighton is still an employee at the school. Sylvia.
And y'all keep on telling me that it's not cool to beat people up or how. Wait a minute, let me see something. Y'all telling me it's not okay to whoop people ass. Excuse my French. Are you kidding me? Oh, Diana, oh, Diana. That's why I love you so much, ma. Oh, boy. You let that would have been my mother. She would have got you before the popos got there. That's all I'm going to say. She would have got you before the popos got there. I'm telling you. Because as you're explaining what's going on with me and I got the cut on my face, she just like me. Woo-wap, 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 woo-wap. Explain it holding that. And then boom, bing, ding, ding, doo-doo-doo, bang, bang, Batman. Pow, kablam. Yeah, that's where I come from. 70s, baby. It's not a game. We get it in. Scratches, all types of things. That bike that we used to have, yeah, that, you know what I'm talking about, the hard one. When you got to push your leg back to make the brake stop. Not them old hand things. We ain't know nothing about that. Come from that school. So trust me, you put your hands on Diana's son, oh boy, you would have felt it. You would have felt it. I want to pray for the child. I want to pray for the family and that they get through this. And I'm hoping that the child has a 100% recovery from the scratches and the wounds, as well as the trust factor that comes along with having someone taking care of your child while you're not around, because you don't never know what could happen, you guys. Amen. Someone in the chat said the same thing, a 4-year-old. You can't even trust the damn teachers anymore. That's why they need to make a new thing where they got, what are they doing? What they need to do? Put a camera on the kid now and don't even let the teacher know it's there. Make it into the clothes some kind of way. Like make it on the lapel of the shirt and just put that shirt. This is what, you wearing this shirt today. Yeah, put this shirt on. They got a little camera in it or something like that. So if something happened, oh, we got the video. I don't know if is that legal? Might be something that some genius might want to invest in. Some type of clothing with a camera and it, to activate, not even activate, but I don't know, something like that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I'm over here thinking about child preventive measures right now. You see where my heart is at. Double tap that screen to get these likes up. I really appreciate it. Also, if you ain't subscribed to the channel already, what are you waiting for? I know we can get more likes than what we got right there because we got a lot of people in the building. And your likes bring more people over. I don't try to get you guys to like things for my vanity. I want to get more people on the show to know about different topics and different things that we have going on over here. Also preventative measures and things to look out for, like scams and things about children. We always like to cover stuff like that to protect each other. Let's keep on moving forward because this man, we're going to call him the Thunter of the Year. He claimed that his car was bewitched before a fatal hit and run. This is crazy, you guys. He said something got into him and matter of fact, I can't explain this stupidity. I'm going to let him do it.
Well, the family describes Philip Jones as hardworking, loving, caring, and loyal. And just as upsetting is what the suspect told police. He claims he didn't know Jones and that his car was bewitched and controlled by Satan.
31-year-old Michael Akil Manigo currently faces attempted first-degree murder charges. Investigators quickly identified his vehicle with the help of traffic cameras at the crime scene, the intersection of West North Avenue and McCullough. One witness provided police with his vehicle tag number. Police say Manigo intentionally ran over 48-year-old Philip Jones. Police charging documents indicate Manigo appeared to follow the victim and drove in the wrong lane of traffic on West North Avenue before striking him. His family members are heartbroken.
I'm just going to say this brought tears to my eyes yesterday. I don't know who this man is, but for that to happen, I was literally brought tears to my eyes. Terrible.
I don't know what would possess someone to do this harm to my son or to any person's son. He is my heart. He is my heart, and a piece of me died when he passed.
It happened just after 8 a.m. Sunday. Jones was on his way home from working the night shift as an auditor at Pier 5 Hotel on Eastern Avenue.
The suspect hit my brother, and he stopped. He got out of the car. He looked, and he got back in the car, and he ran him over again, and it caused extensive damage to his brain.
Police say the suspect told them he didn't know the victim and that his vehicle was bewitched and controlled by Satan. Family members say Jones was single with no children. He had 3 cats, his babies. Family members describe Jones as loving, caring, and loyal.
He liked to be funny. He was at parties. He was just having fun, talking with his friends. He loved to play cards. When we have our family reunions, he's playing cards.
Jones had an interest in music. He sang in his church choir. He bowled every Friday with an average of 180.
I tried to raise him correctly. He was a very affable and loving human being, and he would do anything.
This is Baltimore.
For anyone.
He's going to be missed from all his family and all his friends because that's who he was. He was there for your friends. He was there for his friends. He was there for his family, loving.
The suspect's being held at Central Booking. Police say they're considering even more serious charges. Reporting live from West Baltimore, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.
The fuck, like what makes you do it? What? Followed him with the car, ran up on the side, did all of that, got up. I want to pray for the victims of this tragedy, the person that lost his life, the cats that don't have their owner no more. Yes, care about them because they waiting for him to come home and never will again. I want to pray for everybody that was affected by this tragic event because it seems like he was a very good family man and everybody loved him. Amen, you guys. Terrible right there. That's crazy. Well, let's get up off of those stories right there for a little while. And I know you guys are wondering, what's going on with Epstein? So yes, let's get into some Epstein right now. They're saying it's torture when I say I'm talking about the witnesses. The survivors are basically frustrated as to what? The slow release of this Epstein files and what's going on with the DOJ with the redactions.
Today, a new push from Democrats on the House Oversight Committee for accountability over the slow release of the Epstein files. Democrats sending a letter to Republican Committee Chair James Comer demanding he bring Attorney General Pam Bondi to Capitol Hill to explain why the DOJ failed to release all the files by the December deadline mandated by law. Oversight Committee Ranking Member Robert Garcia today saying there could be surprises if the DOJ does not release everything.
There are whistleblowers within the Department of Justice. There is a bubble.
Did you hear that? There are whistleblowers within the Department of Justice. People are getting fed up now, basically. Everybody's willing to tell it.
Whistleblowers within the Department of Justice. There is a bubble that continues to grow of people within our agencies that are frustrated and tired of all of this being hidden and not coming out. And so there's going to be a lot of people, I believe, if the files aren't released and everything's not put on the table, you are going to have, I believe, people within the DOJ begin to call that out. And I think that Pam Bondi knows this, which is why they are working overtime and trying to cover their tracks right now.
Joining me here in the studio is Danielle Bensky. Danielle is a survivor of abuse by Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you for being here. First of all, how are you feeling, Danielle, these days? How frustrated are you by this backlog of time since the middle of December when we were expecting to get everything and we've gotten 1% as of now? You start another year without the answers.
I mean, that number 1%, when we look at that, it's such a far cry from what survivors were hoping for. And this slow rollout has been incredibly frustrating for so many of us. And it just feels like another abuse of power. And I think, you know, at the heart of all exploitation is that power dynamic of vulnerability versus power. And it just feels like the same way we were abused by Epstein and there was so much manipulation, it sort of feels like that level of exploitation has never really ended for survivors.
DOJ will say, look, we are trying to protect victims. We're trying to make sure we put in the proper redactions, trying to do this very, very carefully, that we've got 400 attorneys, we've got 100 FBI agents doing all of this. Are you concerned about how long this could ultimately take and whether the files, when released, would be over-redacted? I wish I'd brought my prop from when they first came out. There were pages and pages and pages and pages of black I would show our viewers, almost incredulously.
Yeah, I mean, the whole grand jury testimony was just black, right? And so I think something that we've felt incredibly frustrated about is on some pages, it's heavily redacted, and then on other pages, you can find survivors' names. And so my last name's not there, but my first name was not redacted. So why the redactions are what they are is still a big misnomer to many of us, and I do think that is something that the DOJ should really answer for. I think we've talked a lot about a third-party oversight, and that is something that I think we really need. Some sort of
Massey and Khanna want that too.
Exactly, and it feels like there is support. I mean, that is the beautiful thing about this has been we have seen members of both parties walk across the aisle, and that is incredible, and we need more of that. So I do feel like we are supported in this push for the OIG, but we need so much more.
Yeah, they're trying to put somebody in play, like we said yesterday, somebody to basically see what's going on and what's going on with the delays. You guys, we always like to get content and information directly from the survivors. Like we said, we did the same thing earlier when it came down to the people of Venezuela. Let's keep on moving forward. I think we got just a little more to cover when it comes down to this, because we've already cracked the onion on this person. Yes, one of the 10 people that Congress wanted to interview, Les Wexner. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen, get those likes up. The last time I looked, it was like 300 people in here. Come on, y'all, let's get those likes up. Can we get 400 today? And also, it brings so many more people over here to see what we got going on. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Okay, where we at right there? Is that it? And is that it? Is that it?
Yeah. And vote after the floor votes, however long that lasts. So the first motion is the Luna motion to subpoena Neville Singham. It's now brought under consideration. Does any member wish to speak on the motion?
Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment to the motion.
State your amendment.
Thank you. Pursuant to Clause 2K6 of House Rule 11, the committee shall subpoena Lex Wexner to sit for deposition before the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform.
Les Wexner is the funding mechanism
Okay.
for Epstein. Do it.
And Mr. Chairman, I'd like to be recognized to explain the amendment briefly.
Okay. Explain your amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is an amendment, of course, to Representative Luna's motion. Lex Wexner is a longtime benefactor of Jeffrey Epstein, and at one point was Epstein's only documented client. Maria Farmer was abused in a house attached to Wexner's Ohio property and guarded by Wexner security staff. Virginia Giffrey was named Wexner in a deposition as one of the men she was trafficked to. Wexner also paid for Epstein's home in New York City. There is probably no one more important as it relates to the financing and the work of this investigation, with which both sides of the aisle are interested in, have voted to move forward, than ensuring that we bring Mr. Wexner in to come and be deposed by this committee. Public reporting has documented their long-standing ties. He should answer our questions in a non-partisan way to get the truth to the Epstein investigation, and that is the motion.
Would you, let's see, so I guess we're going to debate the amendment to the motion. Would you yield the question?
Sure.
We are serious about the Epstein investigation. And I think you've seen a lot of our members stand up and make it very clear they want to get to the bottom of Epstein. Nobody wants to do it more than I do. We also want to hear from Bill Clinton. Ooh. And you all, we voted in a bipartisan manner to subpoena Bill Clinton, but we haven't gotten confirmation for, would you yield the question?
Sure.
We are serious about the Epstein investigation. And I think you've seen a lot of our members stand up and make it very clear they want to get to the bottom of Epstein. Nobody wants to do it more than I do. We also want to hear from Bill Clinton. And you all we voted in a bipartisan manner to subpoena Bill Clinton, but we haven't gotten confirmation for President Clinton to come in for a transcribed interview or now a deposition. So are you all going to help us try to get Clinton in? I figure you guys.
I've been very clear, and I think the committee agrees that we're willing to talk to anyone, including the former president, if they have information regarding the Epstein investigation. And so the motion in front of us right now is on Lex Wexner, who is central to the Epstein investigation and probably knows more than anyone else about the financing and has been named by survivors. That is in addition to Luna's motion, which, if part of the amendment, we can certainly take that vote.
Okay. Any other discussion on the Garcia amendment, Ms. Stansbury?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to echo my support for this subpoena and say two things. One, this is not a quid pro quo.
I don't like when people try to throw out stuff like that and say stuff like that, because it's not a move for a quid pro quo. It was just asking a question. I don't like when people try to misinterpret a quid pro quo with a question and a follow-up to a resolution that they were already asking. Get out of here with that. So we're not going to let that rock. Now you can talk.
This is an investigation, and so we will subpoena and support subpoenas for any co-conspirator and anyone who has evidence that's important in this case. Secondly, I want to note that this individual is actually named in the Department of Justice emails that were released in the partial release by the administration as one of the 10 co-conspirators the Department of Justice was investigating and was actually named. And finally, I just want to say this, Mr. Chairman. The Department of Justice has released, as we understand it, only 1% of the files in their possession. And I think we really want to know why this committee is not demanding the DOJ come in front of us immediately to account for this.
Okay, everything that you said after that, I rock with you on that. I rock with you, baby, all night. I rock with you on that. I got you. But the first thing to try to throw that crap in there ain't gonna happen. I hate when people do that quid pro quo crap. We're negotiating here. We're talking about something. You guys want something from us. Why can't we get the other thing? Why are you trying to protect your guy? Why don't you want Bill Clinton and Hillary to come in and get questioned by Congress? What are you hiding? Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen. Get those likes up. What's going on? Why y'all laughing at Miss Swanza? Diggity, he didn't have the right stuff. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Uh-oh, we got some money, 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 money. But the only thing about this money is it's funny money. That's right, you guys. You know about that for motion picture use only. Or maybe you might find a printer that's dated and might let you run off a few. That's right, we got a situation at the In-N-Out where these guys were going in with the $100 bills. And it's only like, you know, buying a coffee or something. They buy something very small to try to get a large equation when it comes down to the change. So they might come in there and say, hey, let me get a coffee with a cinnamon bun, and they give you a $100 bill. And you make change for that. Maybe it's $7. Well, guess what? Then you just gave them 93 good dollars, and that 100 is no good. It's funny money, you guys, and the In-N-Out has been accepting it for a little while until they found out about what's going on. Check this out.
2 suspects are caught after passing fake cash, hitting at multiple In-N-Out burger locations across Southern California. Multiple government agencies were involved with the bust, including a police canine. Let's go live to Fox 11's Laura Diaz and how the law enforcement officers got their suspects. Laura.
Well, Marla and Christine, it all started right here at this In-N-Out in Glendale, and it was because of one employee who happened to be paying attention and noticed that the $100 bill that had been used earlier appeared to be fake. Well, they called the authorities. The authorities checked it out, and it tipped off an investigation. They now think as many as more than a dozen In-N-Outs were targeted by this duo. Let's listen.
Passing off that fake $100 bill for one small item, getting $97, $96 real cash in return. Quickly, our investigators realized from coordinating and talking to In-N-Out security that they have fallen victim to this countless times throughout the county.
I would say that's pretty crazy. That is crazy. That's really crazy. I feel like, especially like, I don't know, 2026 starting off with scams, like, yeah, let's go. You have to do better. Everyone has to do better.
Good point. Everyone needs to do better. Well, this image shows one of the 2 female suspects off of surveillance video supplied to the Glendale Police Department. She wears pink pants and has law enforcement seeing red today. She and another female suspect both are out of Long Beach, and they have been arrested. Names are Oriana Lewis and Tatiana Foster.
I don't know if you guys noticed something right off the muscle, but let me give you guys something to notice really quick if you have the second. I want you guys to see something. This is called Gaga. Me and my friends call it Gaga because it's not real. If you guys notice, be up in the video like, yo, what's up? Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's balling out. But I already showed you guys it's nothing inside of there, right? But on the end pages, they give you something that looks pretty real. But due to law, they can't do both sides. I want you guys to notice one thing about this Gaga right here. It says for motion picture use only. And now that we can read together, this is hilarious. See if you can see where it says it. For motion picture use only. Yeah. That's right, video money. See that right there? This is what Lil Wayne and Fat Joe had up in the video talking about. I make it rain, I make it rain with the terror. Make it rain with the terror. Make it rain with the terror. Okay, to some more serious news so that you won't get caught out there. Be careful with this. Notice how, don't worry about the fact that it's all $100 bills. Let's look at serial numbers right now. Why do all three of these bills have the same serial number? LG 47272504C, right? All of them are G7s. That's never a common thing. All of them over here on the other side again have the same serial number, LG 47272504C. Come on, y'all. You gotta be careful. You ain't gonna catch your boy like that, even if both sides was printed. And it's thick. You could tell the difference between money. Sometimes they take a $1 bill since it's real money, and then they Xerox copy on top of it. This way, when you do the pen test, it still passes. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
According to the police department. Now, investigators say that they were using fake $100 bills. You see that fake currency right here used in the investigation. Now, if you look very closely, you may have to look twice, you'll see that the serial numbers are the same on all the bills. Of course, that's a big tip-off. Now, the investigation spans nearly every county in Southern California. More than a dozen in-and-outs were targeted, including LA, Cerritos, and Fullerton, just to name a few. But coming back live here to Glendale, so far we have not spoken to anybody at In-N-Out except over the telephone. They were not supplying a lot of information to.
Sometimes it might work at one or two locations a couple of times. I'm going to tell you guys it's not worth it because that's Fed time right there playing around with that money. Treasury, you have Scott Bessett out here like, oh, you messing around with our money? Don't play around. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Unless you're trying to be, let me add a little something to that. Be careful about what time you're outside because sometimes things go down in New York and there's no police outside. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to be running around like Benny Hill, Keystone Cops like, what happened? What happened? While you're already the victim. And I can't tell you what time to be outside because as you guys can see in the videos and what we've been showing you, they've been outside at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Things have been happening at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. So you never know when something's going to happen. Sad situation about this. We got 4 suspects who are being sought after right now for some robberies. No, I can't say that word. I can say robberies though. Some people that are being sought after in the Bronx for robbing. I almost got in trouble for saying it. I'm going to let them say it. Let's go.
Tonight, police are...
And the sad thing about it is I look at different businesses like liquor stores and certain things like that. They're not getting that much business right now. I got to be honest with you because I am in that business. To see them go in there or like cell phone stores and to real snob these people at these small businesses, it's really a hard thing to look at.
are asking for help identifying 4 suspects tied to a string of robberies spanning across Brooklyn and Queens. Thanks for being with us here on News 12 Brooklyn. I'm Amanda Bossard. And Aurora, folks.
And another thing, they're coming in there with the mask on, with the hoodie, with the face covered. I would already know that something is about to go down.
Joins us from Bed-Stuy, from one of the scenes of the crime, with details.
6 armed robberies at gunpoint. The first caught on exclusive surveillance video at 1695 Broadway. Days later, $500 stolen from a store in Bed-Stuy. Neighbors say it's happening too often.
I'm so used to crime in Brooklyn that nothing really phases me.
Exactly.
Take a look at your screen. Police say these suspects then robbed a liquor store on 504 Nostrand Avenue for $500. Footage shows them casing the shop next door, the owner of it now fearing for her safety.
I feel scared. Yeah, they were attacked.
Now, what I'm not understanding is, like, again, I keep on telling you guys there's no police. There's only like 4 or 5 patrol cars to a precinct. So when it comes down to patrolling and being out, they don't even do that no more. They might go to like one of their main areas. Let's say it's Harlem, right? They'll go to 125th Street or like maybe 116th Street or something like that. It seemed like they park in the gas station and eat a donut. Because you don't never see them no more. Even Raekwon said it back in the days. It was so prominent that people knew about it. They used to say, mad police in Manhattan. Now, you couldn't get yourself in trouble if you wanted to. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's a lot of people that feel good about that. Oh, we don't want the cops or, defund the police and all of that. But what happens when it comes down to people losing their lives when it comes to stills nabbings from people that's gone crazy, number one? Or constantly things like this, like businesses getting real snobbed and at Gil's gunpoint. It's ridiculous. Let's keep on moving forward.
I saw they bring the
These people are more scared of the robbers than thinking that the police are going to be around to show their faces, because they're never around. It's not even their fault, because a lot of police officers have left the force, do not want to be police officers. Why? Because as soon as one of these kids get locked up, they go right back in and they get right out because of the judges. So the collar doesn't even stick for them to get rank.
So I was scared.
Police say the group also took their spree to 9805 Jamaica Avenue in Queens, taking $600, 6 iPhones, and a Nintendo Switch just before noon.
They don't care about the time. They can count at the daytime also.
Their spree ended back at 504 Nostrand Avenue. A cashier seen facing the barrel of a gun as $200 was stolen. Neighbors say enough is enough.
I think it's been happening for a long time now. Stricter gun control laws, nothing's happening. Everybody's talking about it. Nothing happens.
Now, police say their investigation is still ongoing, and they urge anyone who recognizes any of these individuals to call 1-800-577-TIPS.
Again, after the fact, that's why I call them ATF, not alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. I call them after the fact, and they Benny Hill cops. What happened? Hey, you get over here. Throwing the wrong person against the wall. Be like, fool, I'm the one that called you. That's how bad it is out here. Because they don't got no... Oh, matter of fact, here we go, another one that they love so much. Oh, you got any video of it? You got the camera? Dude, that's after the fact. I've already been real knobbed, or stills nabbed, or lost my life. Can we get some patrol for that major word that we want to bring back? Preventing? How about let's prevent some stuff from happening? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get this. We got this arrest that's been made. Matter of fact, let me see where we're at right now, because I think I want you guys to see this other clip real quick from the words of the Israelites. People are trying to jump on the bandwagon when it comes down to civil rights and minorities. People are jumbling up with the black word on the black boat. I got to be honest with you, and I have to say this. It's a very small clip. It's being said by a white woman as well. But what she's saying, every single word that she's saying, I second it. And I think that black America needs to pay attention to it as well. I don't want reparations. I don't think I'm owed any money. I have no qualms against any other race, white, black, or white, Spanish, or anything. I just want everybody to get what they receive, what they're supposed to get. If you work, you deserve this. If there's something made for you, you should get it. I don't think that we as black people, as a group of people, should be combined with Hispanic when it comes down to the minority category, or LGBTQ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or anything when it comes down to lower denominations and trying to group yourselves with us, because you really wasn't here and you were not Slill's knaves. I'm just got to be honest about it. And that's what it's all about when it comes down to that specific topic. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is a clip that I saw, and she was just saying a lot that make me just, I like what she's basically saying.
No, I think civil rights are for blacks.
See, this is essentially the problem, and the Republicans
What have we done to the immigrants? We owe black people something. We have a legacy of slavery. Immigrants haven't even been in this country. That's why the Democrats are dropping the blacks and moving on to the Hispanics, because they're a larger group of Hispanics now.
The reason people are concerned about the words they use, the reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves.
See that? Ain't that what I've been saying?
No, I think civil.
That's how I feel. I don't care what nobody said. I'm glad I found that clip. I think her name was Ann Coulter. I think I'm going to be starting to listen to stuff that she got to say. Because even though she's not, again, you see how I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm not racist at all. I just think people should have what they deserve. And if you want to come over here and say I'm here, I'm like she said, Irish or Scotland or any denomination, anyone, whether it's whatever it is, own yours. Don't jump on our boat. We were the ones that, and you guys did yours. These denominations of people did theirs. These people did. Just get the credit for what it's due when it comes down to what you guys did. That's all I'm saying. I've heard Minneapolis black guys and others distance themselves from African immigrants. She's on point with that for sure. You only deserve what you earn and work for. Thank you so much. Who's that right there? I love what you just said, Matthew. It was that Matthew that says, I've heard Minneapolis black guys and others distance themselves from African immigrants. I live as a black man every single day, and African people, they don't, you don't get into the circle of Africans. It's a whole different situation. Just because we're black don't mean that we hang out together and that we live in the same community and we believe the same things. I think black African women are pretty. I think they're very attractive. You don't see much attractive black African women with black men, or you don't see like naturalized American men hanging out with African guys a lot. It's separate. It's just like different parts of different countries. It's just like that, and it's different religions as well. All respected, And when it comes up under the umbrella, oh yeah, they're gonna jump in and get whatever benefits come along with it. But as far as American Africans, they're not the same, totally not. They don't show us the same respect, and they actually act like they're better than us. Somalians act like they're better than African Americans, Black American African Americans. They look at us like, oh, you ain't scammed to get yours, y'all stupid, or whatever like that. I've heard that. Just because, and we don't want to be a part of certain things. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're American African Americans. We like working. We like earning. We like being peaceful and community and civil, and same thing everybody else does. We don't like all that crap. And honestly, believe it or not, we come from what a lot of people don't understand. We're very sweet and good people. Actually, the people that you can run to when you need something. 9 times out of 10 give you the shirt off our backs. But can we have our shirt first so that we can give you the damn shirt? And don't mix us up with everybody. Oh, we giving out shirts. No, let us get our shirts first. That's what we're saying. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got more to get into. I want to know exactly what you guys think about that little clip right there, because it's very important to me. I don't want to come at anybody in the chat sideways or any specific way, because I also feel like everybody should be respected, which is the way that we made this platform. Got to keep on moving forward now to Washington as Trump comments on the possibility of a paid agitator at the ICE protest. You guys, it said something about there's somebody actually could have possibly been paid. We talked about this earlier. Let's get right into this clip real quick.
On Minnesota, the vice president yesterday suggested
that Renee Good, who was killed by this ICE officer, was part of a broad left-wing network. What has your team told you about this broad left-wing network? Who is in charge of it? Who's part of it? What's it called?
Well, I haven't seen the vice president's statement, but he's generally very accurate. I hate to say, I watched that yesterday, and there are a lot of.
Sorry, we played that already. I had a different clip lined up. I got to get to something else. I'm not going to do that to y'all. You know we don't play that game. We played that earlier. I want to get over to this other lady who threatened the president with a pow pow, and then the police knocked on her door. And when they did, you know what she did? Can you get my headphones? Can you do this? Yeah, sometimes we mess up in the lineup, but it's okay, because I got something even better for you guys. This is called Watch Your Mouth. You know, when keeping it real goes wrong, thinking that you're going to be able to just text anything on Twitter or one of these platforms and nothing can happen to you, watch this. We got an arrest that's been made in Colleyville. No, that's not the one. I'm sorry. This is the one right here. This is the one right here. Yo, where you at? There we go. I'm sorry.
We are learning new details this afternoon about.
No. What's going on here, you guys? Let me try to find this clip real quick. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Because the landlord is actually happy to open the door for them. Let's go, you guys. Let's get it.
Who's the owner of that car right there?
The lady inside.
Can I speak to her?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Can I go and walk with
Yeah, I'll walk with you.
Now that's the landlord.
She's inside.
She live alone?
She live by herself?
No, she has family.
She's your family?
No.
Oh, she has family?
That's the landlord. This fool here been making threats on Trump, talking about, I'm going to let you see what the threat is. They'll show you.
Hi, guys. Miranda, can you step out? I need to talk to you.
Why?
Because about the text messages you've been saying.
From where?
I guess.
You guys want to read that real quick to get an update on what she's been saying to our president? Anybody, y'all can go ahead and double tap that screen to get those likes up. If you like, you can put in the comments what she just put up there, so everybody else can see what she put up there. I want everybody to get an idea of what she had the nerve to say to the president. I'm not going to say it. Look at that.
It's from you. Come here. Who's here with you?
My kids and me.
Anybody else?
What am I doing? I ain't doing nothing though.
You have a warrant.
I'm not doing nothing.
I ain't doing nothing, though. I ain't doing nothing.
I got a warrant of what?
I got a warrant for what? How about this? No more donuts for you. No more pizza too. No more ice cream. No nothing. You're going to have to sit down for a little while, Tubbsy.
Come on, wait, please. Okay, can I just shut up? Stop doing this to me.
Get your mom
What did I do?
Miranda, listen to the words we're saying.
Come and knock on my door. We gonna take you with us. You just sent some stupid messages out on Facebook and you're gone. Make sure you get your shoes. We got some handcuffs for you. We got a lovely place for you to show your face. And you're gonna be locked up too.
Who's here with you to take care of the kids?
What did I do?
You have a warrant
My landlord is here. Please don't do this.
She's like, my landlord is here. Don't do this. Bitch, we already talked to him. Who you think pointed us to where you live at?
Hey, who's yelling?
Miranda, we're good.
What did I do? Please stop. I didn't do nothing.
Can you listen?
What did I do?
Can you listen?
What did I do?
You have a warrant for written threats.
Oh, written threats of what? Can I see from who? From who?
I will let you talk to the
From who? No, wait. I want to get on the
Hold
shot. I need my shoe.
If I'm not mistaken, she also looks like she's probably down with what you're going through. Correct me if she's down. She might want to be down with you. You guys know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna go there, but you know what I mean.
Wait, I need my shoes. Can I get a mask? Can I get my mask and stuff, please?
No one, just her.
Just her and you take.
Do you
have any family in town?
You know when they got
That's
that.
my big fan. Wait, can I get it in my shoes, please?
Yes. Can we?
When they got that. You know what I'm saying? They got that.
Can I get my phone and stuff?
Can we call your dad? How far is dad away?
I can call somebody.
Please.
Yeah.
Can you do that now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What did I do? I didn't do nothing in my nail right there.
Thank you.
What did I do though? What did I do? What did I do?
Hey, we'll get a
See, I
shirt
won't
for
get
her.
mad. I won't get mad over there.
And I'll
What did I
text
do?
the kids.
They killed my dog. They killed my dog.
Now she making up stuff. They killed my dogs. What did I do? You guys want to see more of this? Because I had enough. I mean, like, I'll give you a little more.
I'll take you.
Yeah, so that's it, man. A family member had to come over and watch the kids because she was acting up, and yeah, that's how that wound up. And don't be making threats on these people's apps. You know better than that. We don't own Facebook, don't own YouTube. My fool behind is really skating on thin ice today with this stuff I'm showing y'all. I don't normally show, but I said, oh, I gotta show them all of this. But then I said, whoa, Bugatti, all this stuff in one show? And guess what? The people that's not here right now, they missing it, y'all. Because, whoa, is this a banger this morning? Tell me we ain't got a banger going on. It ain't over. You kidding me? We got much more to keep on going forward with. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Because, yeah, I want you guys to be careful again about something that I warned you about a long time ago. It's those lithium batteries that we use, that we recharge. You got to really be careful about that. Yes, we have fun times and stories as well. But this is something that I really want you guys to be careful about. If your phone is overheating, try to get a new battery or a new phone or get it checked out. It's very important. If your battery is starting to swell, don't force it closed. Don't try to have it working overnight to keep it charging or whatever. If you see that the power is not going to 100 and it's acting up, you might need a new battery if it's a phone that takes a battery, if it's not an iPhone. But be careful when it comes down to these lithium batteries right now, because we got situations that's going on all over that I'm tired of reporting when it comes down to these fires that's happening because of these ion batteries.
It's important to both store and recycle these kinds of batteries properly, and that's the message, right? Pasco County Fire wants to get out.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Linda. And it's also a message that other local fire departments want to get out, too. In fact, just last month, I did a story with Hillsborough County talking about how to properly dispose of these batteries so they don't start a fire in the trash. And now this week, Pasco County says they're the reason behind a house fire.
By the time we arrived there, we had fire showing.
On Wednesday around 3 a.m., Pasco County firefighters responded to a home on Colwell Court in Dade City. Pictures show heavy fire and smoke coming from the garage. Firefighters said they were able to get everything under control quickly, and thankfully, the family inside the home wasn't hurt.
After the investigation, we found out that the fire had started in the garage by some lithium-ion charging.
Pasco County Fire Rescue couldn't say exactly what kind of equipment the charging battery belonged to, but we know a lithium-ion battery was involved, and that it somehow malfunctioned, causing the fire.
Probably was a scooter or one of those one wheels or something like that, or one of those yeah, probably was something like that.
Everything's got a
hoverboard.
Lithium-ion battery nowadays. I mean, everything from power tools and laptops, even your smartwatch, your cell phones.
So if you got any of these over the holidays or have other items with rechargeable batteries, Pasco County Fire wants to remind you to follow proper safety precautions.
When you're charging those devices, always use the cables that come with the equipment. Don't ever use like a second party cable or a cable from something different, only because it could obviously start a fire.
And while it may be easy and convenient to charge your lithium-ion batteries in the garage overnight, think e-scooters or e-bikes, fire officials don't recommend leaving them unattended like that.
And that's very dangerous to do that, because we could have a failure in that battery. We could see some thermal runaway or an explosion, and that will cause a fire.
Or if there's a power surge, the power surge goes through there, sends all that to the battery, Yeah.
And once you're ready to get rid of your lithium-ion batteries, you want to tape the terminals, package them separately in separate bags, and then bring them to designated locations in whatever county you live in so they can be recycled properly. Here in Hillsborough County, I'm told there have been dozens of fires in garbage and recycling trucks. And Linda, batteries, lithium-ion batteries, they're a big culprit.
Because once that thing comes down on top of that battery, it explodes, and people don't know what they don't know if they disposing of them the right way. It's really important. We showed it like 2-3 days ago, the side of a fire truck that was on fire because of a lithium battery. That thing comes down and it squishes that battery. Boom, everything right there starts a fire right there, and it could be harmful to the firemen that's standing behind there too. So we want to care about the people when it comes down to that. Want you guys to know. Hope you're appreciating the show. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, because we're on a roll today. I got a little more that I want you guys to see because it's very important. We have a follow-up story right now. Yes, a follow-up story similar to what we just saw. That's right. Remember the Swiss bar when I was saying the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the MFer burn. Well, guess what? While the MFer was burning, the manager was being the Grinch. That's right, was tiptoeing out of the bar with the cash register. Yeah, I want you guys to see this story right here about the Swiss fire that we covered a few weeks ago. This woman is now being charged with stealing, the manager. And now this is like something that's like not a deja vu, but what do you call it when something's actually happening from something that we've always made up? We've always said it. A lot of us have heard the saying before. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the MFer burn. Everybody knows that, right? This party, actually, the roof set on fire. But because of the fact that people just stood there laughing and singing along, a lot of people lost their lives. Check this out. What happened in what is it, Swiss? Actually, I'm going to open this up, try to turn this down some for the music, and let's go. The manager of a Swiss bar where 40 people lost their lives in an inferno was allegedly seen fleeing the building with the till stuffed with cash. So Miss Moretti, who is the co-owner of the bar with her husband, Jacques Moretti, 49, is now under investigation by Swiss officials. Miss Moretti and her husband, Jacques, face charges of bodily harm by negligence, homicide by negligence, and arson by negligence. Now, French nationalist Miss Moretti could also face additional charges in failing to assist people in the danger, various media outlets report. Like, get out of here, hell with the song, it's really a fire going on. Dozens lost their lives in this fire that quickly spread throughout the venue as people partied. This was like a week or 2 weeks ago. Miss Moretti allegedly fled as trap pundits screamed out. The French outlet Nice Martin reported as flames ravaged the establishment on New Year's Day. Jessica Moretti, who stuffed an arm full of cash register, was reportedly filmed by security cameras fleeing with the cash register. Italian outlet La Repubblica claimed Miss Moretti prioritized making her escape with the cash register containing the evening's take. I'm assuming more important than the patrons' lives. So she worried about the cash register more than the people in there that's probably losing their lives. The publication also reported closed caption television footage allegedly showing the co-owner leaving the site as well. Now, my question is this. Now, did they set this thing up to make it look like that? And didn't know that it was going to go out of hand like that? We got a lot of questions to find out what's going on with this case, you guys, and we're going to stay on top of it because that's crazy right there. We got this California situation going on with this leader. Are we going to do that? No, I don't even think we're going to do that. We're going to run it up right now. We're going to run it up because I got some good stuff to give you guys. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. No more losing the lives, none of that crap. We're gonna get into some real stuff right here. Let's get into some scam stuff. Okay, we always know that scams work pretty good, right? We got this scam syndicate leader who's involved in the orchard in the college student that was arrested in Thailand. Yes, just because it's Thailand does not mean we're not going to cover it. We go everywhere, you guys. Want you guys to see what's going on with this situation right here because it actually happened in a college. I don't think that this is something that we should not be showing. Yeah.
Scam syndicate linked to the torture and killing of a South Korean college student in Cambodia last August has been arrested in Thailand. The death and subsequent details surrounding the organization involved caused a huge uproar in Korea, which led to a large number of Koreans involved in the crime ring being apprehended from the Southeast Asian nation and brought back to South Korea. According to the Ministry of Justice, the National Police Agency, and the National Intelligence Service, or NIS, the 42-year-old Chinese national was captured in Thailand on Wednesday in cooperation with Thai law enforcement. Seoul's Justice Ministry, serving as the central coordination body, had worked with police and the NIS to identify and track down the suspect. The agencies held several joint meetings with Thailand's prosecutors and police in Seoul and in Bangkok. In November last year, the NIS obtained intelligence that the head of the group had entered Thailand, prompting a request to Bangkok for his immediate detention. Through CCTV tracking, communication intercepts, and the global anti-crime operation known as Breaking Chains, authorities located the ring leader and secured a local arrest warrant. On the day of the arrest, Thai armed police raided his hideout and took him into custody.
Got it.
According to investigators, the scam ring operated by establishing a criminal group manned by Chinese and South Korean nationals in Cambodia and lured Korean victims with promises of high-paying part-time jobs from May through July of last year. They are accused of threatening victims with guns and forcing them to reveal their bank account passwords. The leader is also being charged for luring the deceased Korean college student to Cambodia, detaining the victim and handing the person over to others to be beaten up and tortured. To bring the Chinese national to South Korea, authorities must file a formal extradition request and secure approval from a Thai court.
Wow.
The Justice Ministry stated that it will officially request extradition and maintain close contact with Thai authorities to ensure the accused is brought to South Korea to face trial.
Jesus Christ, man. You're talking about y'all was ill-snapping people to get their credit card information, making them sleep in them places, doo-dooing in buckets. Oh my God, people go through all that? They went through all that just to... I can't verbalize that stuff. And I'm hoping you guys saw it. Woo! I want to pray for everybody that got hurt in that situation, even though it was Thailand. All of the victims, all the people that got orchard, and I want to pray for the souls of the people that lost their lives, and hopefully the families can get through this tragic situation. Yes, we go all over the world, no specific denomination, no race, nothing holds us back with our show, because everybody deserves the same sort of time and the same sort of love. Amen. Let's keep it moving forward, you guys. Yeah, that was Thailand. Had to do a lot with orchard, having college kids being brought and transported somewhere else, holding them for reals ransom and getting their banking information. Craziness is what's going on around this world. Let's get on over to this Whammo car that drives onto a train track, and the passenger was like, oh yeah, you can stay on this train track by yourself. I'm out of here. That's right, you guys. I don't know. They don't have them in New York yet, but yeah, this Whammo, whatever they call it, drove onto the train tracks. I would have got up out of there too.
A scary situation for a Waymo passenger this week after a Waymo car was caught on camera driving down the light rail tracks.
Here comes the train.
The video taken by a bystander near Central and Southern Avenue shows the moment the autonomous
light rail track.
Car stops on the tracks just before an oncoming light rail.
Oh, get out, get out, get out.
Causing the passenger to run out of the vehicle before the car continues to drive down the tracks.
Yeah, you call that a smart car?
Near another train.
I actually felt a little sorry for the car. It had obviously sort of made a bad decision and got itself into a difficult place.
Andrew Maynard, an emerging and transformative technology professor at ASU, says while these situations are pretty rare, they do happen.
This is exactly one of those edge cases, we call them, something unexpected where the machine drove like a machine rather than a person.
These autonomous vehicles are equipped with 29 cameras and update their routes and systems weekly. But in the area where the incident happened, there was construction and the light rail was added to the spot within the last year, which Maynard says could have contributed to the rail track detour.
I think Waymo have a challenge because no matter what they do with their system, there are always going to be unexpected circumstances where they have to learn from them.
Well,
I don't think I'm going to be in no Waymos, and he lucky he was able to get out there, and I'm glad nothing happened to the brother because it could have been bad. It could have probably had it to the point where it got hit by the train or something like that. So I'm glad that he didn't get hurt. I'm just going to say that. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Want you to, I got something over here. I'm just trying to catch it real quick so I can turn around and have it ready for you guys at the same time. I think we got it. Yep, we got it. Yes. I'm not riding no Waymos. That's it. If you can't have a person back there doing this themselves, getting mad and irate because of the traffic, I'm good. Old school sometimes is better for me. Uber, Lyft, I'm even okay with that. Waymo, no thanks so. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Swanza, for the $4.99 super chat. Gotta go. Everyone have a wonderful, blessed day. Don't worry about it. You know how we do it over here. Pray for you too, sis, because we gonna wrap it up in a minute. But hey, sorry you gotta go. I got something for you on the way out. Check this out right here. Because people mock this guy's mangled truck. And guess what? Until somebody stepped up and showed some love. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get this lights out. Thank you, Matthew. Somebody's like, where's the duct tape when you need it? And then somebody said, the struggle is real. Yes, being held together by a thread and duct tape. Linda says, too funny.
People have been shooting this.
Yeah, y'all. People are good. There's still good people out there. There's really good people out there that come together and help people out. I wish y'all come together and help me out, because I've been damned if I can't use some help. But anyway, let's double tap that screen to get those likes up to let people know about our show and what we got going on over here. And you guys, you know we got to show love to our family, our extended family. We don't leave without showing some love to the animals, especially when it has something to do with an XL pit bull. Guess who's walking? And guess who's gonna keep on playing the videos until he's walking all the way? That's right. Nova, step on up, buddy. We want to let them see your water work. We're talking about Lynn and Nova. I want you guys to check out Nova as he struts his stuff, as he does his therapy. Check this out, you guys.
Yes! Yes! Good boy! Good job! Come on! There you go. Yeah! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on, Nova! Come on, Nova! Good job! Yeah! Yeah, Bonnie! Yeah, Bonnie! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Come on! You're trying so hard. Come on! You're done, dude. You got this. Yeah, come on! Come on, Nova! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Yay! Yay! Yeah!
That's right, you guys. He ain't playing. They don't call him Supernova for no reason. Y'all know how Lynn and Nova get down. I told you, homeboy ain't playing. And you know what the doctor said at the end of that session? She said, you know what? I want you out of here before spring. At springtime, I want you to be doing what dogs do, and that's dog. I want you to go be a dog. So they're already giving him a good review. He's really getting good comments back from his doctor. And the last thing I heard her say was, beautiful. You see that stride? That was the therapist. That was the doctor. So yes, they're looking for Nova to be able to be fully recovered somewhere by spring, early summer, you guys. And that could not have happened without the love, as well as the love of all of her subscribers, all of the subscribers here that kicked in to pay for his surgery as well as his therapy as well. And I just want to thank you guys for being a part of that as well, because we did give to our friend to make sure that they knew that we were here, not just in verbs, but in putting down some of that money. That's right, you guys. So what we're going to do right now is, if you guys are trying to make some money, hit that link in the description and you guys can make up to $750 filling out a survey. You'll make some money, I'll make some money too. You got a business, trying to get your business out there. We got almost up to 63,000 subscribers. So you need to send over your promos to us to put up in the post notification area. That's if you subscribe to the channel already or you're already a member. That's right, we'll put your promo up right up in the post notification area so that everybody can see what you got going on. Lawyer, traveling salesman, maybe a business. I don't know what you got going on, but send over your promo in a 1080 by 1080 size frame and we'll put it up for you so everybody can see what you got going on. That's what family is about, you guys. Each one teach one, and we look out for each other over here. Also, we got that Show Your Talent search that's coming up. That's right, you guys. That's the one that's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch, www.drinkbigdrip.com if you want to be a part of the talent search. Again, www.drinkbigdrip.com if you would like to be a part of the talent search. And how are we doing it? Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, and now online. So the same way you guys are looking at me right now, if you want to be a part of the Show Your Talent search, just press the button and say, I'm ready to go live. Sing, dance, backflip, do a wheelie, whatever it is that you do, and boom, you can make up to $250. Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. After we find all 5 locations plus one person that we're going to be bringing online, we'll bring everybody together for one person to win. That's right, you guys, $1,000. $1,000. You know my DJ, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's my DJ. And me, I'm going to be the one that's hosting said event. That's right, you guys. Our next location is going to be in Brooklyn. Hopefully you guys can come up in the flesh and hang out with us the way that Mark Dorfman did, the way that Casey did, and maybe you guys can be a part of the Show Your Talent search. But if not, you can definitely attend online, and that's what we do over here. It is Monday, my favorite day of the week, because they gotta pick up the phone, especially when it comes down to that business, y'all. Can't be crying talking about it's the weekend, it's a holiday. Nope, time to get to the business, put it all down. And what I want to do right now before we get out of here, let's say prayers for the families, prayers for ourselves, and make sure that we cover today, because I want to make sure you guys know that I appreciate you. Who we praying for this morning? That's right, Casey, Rebecca, Lanyan Bueno. Hope you're having good results from your doctors. Miggity, Mark, Liberty, and Justice. Tiffany, get well. Tiffany, get well. Tiffany, we praying for you, baby, to get well. That's right, you guys. Rebecca, Lanyan Bueno. Who else we got up in here? Audrey. I also see Batty Lynn, Jay Cricket, V, Audrey, Matthew. Okay, we got Brian. I see Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Nate. That's Frank Lanyan. Okay, Brian and Terry. Thank you guys so much. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 o'clock, same place, I'll see you guys in the morning. Y'all ready? Get 'em! Peace.